Here's what I ate every day to lose 50 pounds in 5 months. First and foremost, I did this on a budget and I did the same thing every day. Kept it simple. I had a pound of chicken. I measured out the exact amount that I needed to hit my macros. Let me show you what I put together with it. So first thing I put together with it was frozen broccoli. I will boil a bag of this every single day. Then what I would do is boil 2 bags of rice and portion them out for the amount of macros that I wanted to hit. And for easy protein at the office, I would have at least 2 protein shakes. Now to go with that, I would have some Jif extra crunchy peanut butter, and I will put together with my favorite fruit, bananas. Now, before you go off in the comments about how boring this is, understand this. The results that you want don't give a fuck about how you feel. It's about getting a system that works for you that you can do consistently. And that's what I was able to do. If you want me to do a video on the systems that I did for meal prep every day, comment meal prep below and I'll do that video. These items helped me lose 50 pounds in just 5 months. So we all know to lose fat, you have to be in a calorie deficit. The things that help you get to the calorie deficit are just as important. So here's some of the things that help me stay consistent on my journey. One of the things that I incorporated every day was my George Foreman grill. Now, a lot of you are gonna laugh because it's fucking old as shit. You remember those infomercials, but I use this every day to grill my protein sources and make it a no-brainer. And you guys are lucky, y'all got air fryers. I didn't even have that on my journey. Let me show you something else. Next up, once I had all my meals prepped and I put them in containers, I would take my lunchbox. Shout out to Coleman. It's actually the brand I used to use. And the reason I liked it so much is it was insulated. So it kept all the smells and shit in there, right? And if something spilled out, it didn't ruin the whole bag. And last but not least, gallon water jug that I would take to the office with me every day to eliminate all my excuses for water. It's right there. I ain't have to think. I would just drink all the water. Now, a lot of you guys are like hoping for a strategy to come across, but here's the thing. Hope is not a strategy. Hope is gonna keep you big as hell. You need to find a system to keep you consistent. And that's what I was able to do. Now, if you want me to make more videos on my system that helped me, comment the word system below and I'll make those videos. Here's how I meal prep to lose 50 pounds in just 5 months, part 2. I got my materials for what I would eat in a full day. I'm gonna put this stuff all together just for you guys at home so that you can see if this works for you as well. First and foremost, clean your meat. Pause. You don't wanna be out here eating nasty ass meat. Now that we have made our chicken breast anti-salmonella, let's just go ahead and lay it right here in the tray. What I'm gonna do is show you guys something I call the muscle marinade method. I'm essentially gonna marinate all of my chicken before I grill it. And the way that I did that was I would do like lemon pepper, seasoning, salt. But now they got the McCormick's all-in-one, that Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. So I'm gonna put this on both sides and just kind of let it sit in that. Get you some of that pure olive oil cooking spray. It's got 0 calories. And then the key is make sure you season it up. You don't want no flavorless, dry ass chicken. That's what y'all eating. That's why y'all think it's boring. But you're just boring. And then you flip it over to the other side. You gotta hit all of it. So now that we got it seasoned up, let's go ahead and wrap this up. This goes in the fridge. And then I let it sit overnight before I even start doing anything with my microwavable rice or my steamable broccoli. All of the rest of this stuff takes no prep. Now, if you want me to do a part 3 where I actually cook this up and put it all together, go ahead, type yes in them comments and I'll make part 3. These meals helped me lose 50 pounds in 5 months. First of all, I did this every single day and on a budget. Let me show you guys exactly what I ate every day. First and foremost, we got some boneless, skinless chicken breast. As you can see, it's already seasoned. I would combine that with some frozen broccoli, some basmati rice, and as you see, it's 90-second microwavable. And then on the side at the office, I would have 2 protein shakes, a banana, and some peanut butter. Now let's walk through how this setup went. So my ace in the hole was this thing right here, the George Foreman grill. I would use this every day. Just take my chicken out, put it on here, and let it grill. Then I take my rice, pop it in the microwave. Got the broccoli ready to go. All right, so we all done. I got 4 meals here. We've got the chicken and rice combo twice. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 protein shakes and then like at least 1 banana. And what I used to do is like cut it in half and do like a tablespoon of peanut butter with each. That was pretty much it. I did that every single day for 5 months, lost 50 pounds. Now, some of you guys may complain that, oh, that's so boring, I can't do that. And you're right, the current version of you cannot do this shit. But know this, If you argue for your limitations, you get to keep those limitations. If you're unsatisfied with where you are right now, something's gotta change. And this is just an opportunity to do something different. Now, guys, if this was helpful and you want me to do more cooking content like this, comment a flex emoji below and I'll do more. These drinks helped me lose 50 pounds in 5 months. Let's go. So first and foremost, I would drink a gallon of water every single day. On my journey to lose 50 pounds, I prioritize intermittent fasting, where I fasted like 16 to 20 hours a day. And during that fasted period, I'd actually drink majority of my gallon jug. Would not go to sleep until that was done. Let me show you something else I used to drink. Next up is I would have black coffee every single day. It's a natural appetite suppressant and it helps with energy when you're in that calorie deficit to lose fat. Let me show you one more thing. And of course, more protein. I would have protein shakes every single day as a quick, easy way to get my protein at the office. Notice everything that I mentioned before had a purpose. And if you're trying to accelerate your progression, make sure you're only drinking things that have a purpose. If this was helpful and you want more content like this, guys, drop a flexi emoji in them comments and I'll do more. Here's how I found my macros to lose 50 pounds in 5 months. First things first, what are macros? These are macronutrients, which are the building blocks of the calories that we all consume. And there's 3 of them: protein, carbs, and fats. I'd advise you monitor these in your fat loss journey because the amounts that you consume in each category is gonna determine how your body looks when you lose that body fat. First off, you need to assess how many calories that you need to consume to lose fat. Real simple equation for that is take your body weight in pounds, multiply that by 10, and whatever number that is, that'll tell you your target number of calories to lose fat. Next up, you need something that tracks your calories that you can enter them in, and then it gives you your macros. I use MyFitnessPal. It's a free app that I've been using the past 6 years. What you do is you plug in those calories, and then you go to a screen in here that says goals, and within that section, you'll be able to modify the ratio, like how much macros you're gonna hit. What I did in the beginning was something called a 40-30-30, which is 40% protein, 30% carbs, and 30% fats. The 40-30-30 is what I always recommend to my clients in the beginning stages, and we get rapid fat loss. To date, I've helped hundreds of guys just like you get ripped and stay lean by getting them a custom nutrition strategy that fits their lifestyle. And if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, comment the word "me" below, and I'll see if I can help you too. These workouts help me lose 50 pounds in just 5 months. I focused on compound movements, things like deadlifts, squats, rows, bench press, shoulder press, things that incorporate multiple muscle groups, and got stronger and progressed with those movements. Let me show you what else. So next up was HIIT cardio. HIIT cardio was one of my aces in the hole because HIIT cardio is the most efficient form of cardiovascular exercise, meaning you're gonna burn the most calories in the least amount of time. And lastly, something called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And this is simply just going for a walk, taking the stairs, and tracking your steps with some sort of steps counter. For me, I would aim for anywhere from 10,000 to 20,000 steps a day. But the one thing that I didn't mention is nutrition. That was my main thing. And if you want me to make more videos on the nutrition that I use, comment the word "meals" below and I'll make those videos. Here's the top 5 phone apps that helped me lose 50 pounds in 5 months. Number 1, MyFitnessPal. Pretty much provides a database of every food that you can imagine. Just plug the food in, it tells you how many calories you're consuming, and it makes it easy to actually stay in a deficit because you can have a track record of everything you're consuming. Number 2 is the alarm clock app. My biggest struggle though was I had worked really long hours and it was difficult to go to the gym after work. So the alarm clock app actually helped me to wake up early enough to go before work. Third app is Google Calendar. I worked so many hours, there was no way that I was gonna be able to fit time in for the gym unless I actually scheduled it. So I got good at scheduling everything. So that way there was no excuse not to get the things done associated around my goal. Number 4 is the white noise app. You do not build muscle or burn fat in the gym. You do it when you're recovering. The majority of your recovery is done when? While you're sleeping. The white noise app just helped me to be able to listen to something that calmed and eased my mind so that I can get to sleep faster. And number 5 is the YouTube Music app. For me, this was helpful because a lot of mornings I didn't feel like going to the gym. I needed that extra push
to keep me locked in and focused. A lot of the times for me, that was just listening to the right music. Guys, if this was helpful and you want me to do more videos like this, drop a fire emoji in them comments and I'll do more.
A few years ago, I was in the worst shape of my life, 50 pounds overweight, following a bunch of nonsense online telling me to cut out certain foods, do a bunch of cardio, all this crap. That got me no results. What got me the real result is what I'm about to share with you. One is calorie deficit. Being in a caloric deficit is the only way to burn fat. And what I got good at was learning how to do that and how to maintain a deficit long enough to actually see results. The second thing is hit the weights. Focus on strength training as my primary tool for effectively building my metabolism so that I can burn fat and keep it off. Next, I did carb cycling. This is a method where you integrate low and high calorie days throughout the week to keep the cravings at bay and keep your metabolism active. Next, intermittent fasting, which is a natural way to leverage your body's hormones to be able to burn fat and get ripped even faster. And lastly, high intensity interval training. This is the most efficient and effective form of cardio to burn more fat in less time. Now, if this was helpful and you want to learn more about how to incorporate these principles to get ripped this year, click the link somewhere around here and I'll show you how.